Welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, this is the Katie Cat Nails channel. I do nail product reviews, tutorials, and I'm a beginner do-it-yourselfer. So if you're new as well, we will be learning together. If you enjoy today's video, the products, or my tutorial, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Instructions, all of the information for these products will be down below in the description box as well. Today we are doing some Madam Glam PR. Madam Glam is a vegan, cruelty-free, palm oil-free, 21 formula and HEMA-free company. I think that that's absolutely amazing. So those are just a few small things about this company. So today we are going to be doing some spring nails. I was supposed to do a video for these for Valentine's Day, but me and my family are just getting over some RSV. Very intense couple of weeks taking care of the husband, and the baby did get quite sick. So instead we're going to create a beautiful spring set. The biggest part of this PR that I'm excited about today is this bad boy right here. Also, the baby is running around, so if that's the sort of thing that's going to bug you, hearing a baby yell every so often, I apologize, but you know, it is what it is. This bad boy right here, I am so excited about. I have been dying to try out their matte top coat. So when they reached out to me and said that I could pick 4 more shades that I wanted, I immediately asked if Velvet Matte Top Coat was one of the options, and it was, and here it is. So I'm super excited to be able to use this today. So I also did end up picking out these 3 shades as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and move this box out of the way so that you can get a better look at the colors. I didn't want the pink of the box to throw off the color of the pink in the bottle. So the pink shade is called Pink Me Up, and it is a really pretty, like, classic baby pink color. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, kind of more of like a bubblegum pink, but it'll probably look more baby pink with the matte top coat on it. Then I also did pick up Amor Azule. So this is like a very soft baby blue color. Looking at these colors together, it's like giving me baby shower vibes. Don't jinx it, knock on wood. And the final color that I got is this absolutely gorgeous shade called Hardcore. I definitely wanted to invest in another one of their reflective glitters. I was absolutely floored with the reflective glitters from their Christmas collection, a snowy layover. So I definitely needed to go ahead and get my hand on some more. Like, look, I just love how their reflectives have like a rainbow reflective to them. Like, a lot of the reflective gels that I've seen, they lose like their pigment amongst the glitter, and I just love how this one, there's like reds in there, there's greens, there's blues, there's purples. Absolutely gorgeous. So we will also be using this one today. I did go ahead and fill my nails from my last set. I am working on perfecting like my personal fill process, so I definitely want to get a video of that up soon. I just haven't yet. And then I also do have the video for these nails up as well. The video for both the nail set before and these nails will be linked down below in the description box. But for today, all I did was I just did my fill, and then I went in with their shade Dreamer for the nude. Dreamer is like my absolute perfect nude color. Like, I just think that it looks absolutely beautiful with my skin tone. So that's pretty much it for my intro. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches, and then we can go ahead and get into our nail art. And these are the 3 colors that I chose. I absolutely love them. They're so cute. I really, really like this blue. And I noticed something about this blue and pink. They have like a bubblegum smell, which I've never noticed with Madam Glam gels before. But these have like kind of like a mechanic, what's it called? Like there's a type of stuff that mechanics use to clean the grease off their hands. I think it's like orange clean or something. They had like a bubblegum or like a grease, like a mechanic shop smell to them. I don't know, it was like an oddly nice smell. So that was really cool. And of course, you know, I did get the reflective, and it is absolutely stunning. And this is one of their older collections, I believe. This is not a newer collection from them. So there are definitely a bunch of reflective glitter shades to choose from them. So like I said, I already have this nude shade on my nails. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything ready, and we're gonna jump right into some super fun floral flower nail art. And we are back to do some nail art. We're gonna act like it is not 2 days later, but nonetheless, here we are. Again, just a reminder, I apologize for any noise in the background. The baby is up and doing her thing. And you know, there's just nothing I can really do about it. So I decided, like I mentioned before, that I am going to use my dotting tool and my petal brush from Madam Glam as well today. And I want to do like a cute little like flowers around the edge look. And I've never really done anything quite like it before. So let's see how it turns out. So my idea is that I can just take my petal brush, and I do want to go ahead, and I like to prep my brushes in either a little bit of base coat or top coat. Usually top coat. I don't know, for some reason I feel like it makes the art application go smoother. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip my little petal brush in some top coat, soften that up a little from sitting. And once again, I am back a few days later. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna get on top of my recording and voiceover, but today was not that day. So these are pretty much the flowers that I'm going for. I did like some petals with the petal brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I incorporated the reflective glitter. So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that I had like a good stand. It's a little awkward to film my nails right now just because of the phone and the apparatus that I'm using. It's just not the best quality or the best like filming. It doesn't work out that well. So, you know, I have to prop my hand up on this little container, but I am just going in with a small amount of the pink shade with the petal brush, and I'm just making swiping motions to create the petals. And then Madam Glam's gel polish is self-leveling, and because I did use a little bit more of the polish than I meant to, I just went back in after wiping off the petal brush, and as you can see, I gave it a couple more swipes, and I just gave it a little bit more definition and a little bit more detail by doing so. Then I grabbed some of the reflective shade and I pretty much put it in the center of the flower. And I decided that I wanted to incorporate the shade into the flowers because before I decided exactly how I was going to use the matte top coat, this was pretty much my idea. So I'm just dragging that through the petal marks, and it actually created a really neat like effect where the like the glitter got dragged through each petal, and then it also gave a little bit of like a textured detail at the tip of the petals, which I thought was really neat. It was completely like by incident, just by making that motion, but I did like the little marks that it made on the tops of the petals as well. So I'm just doing the same thing for the tip using the blue instead. So after I was done with that finger, I did go in on the index finger and I did do kind of like an overlapping petal look. Here I'm just going to go ahead and show you on the thumb how I did that. So what I did was I didn't mix the blue and the pink together, but I did kind of like swipe it together so that there was blue and pink on the brush at the same time. And this kind of gave the petals like a two-toned effect, which I thought was really, really pretty. So I'm pretty much just creating, I believe it was like 5 little petals I did at first. And then I did go ahead and cure that. And then I came back and I created the overlapping petals on top. And the idea was just to kind of like create a like different levels to the flower. I think that these flowers actually came out pretty good considering that I have never tried to do like full-blown flowers with the petal brush. I have just kind of been practicing my single strokes with it and getting the hang of, you know, the best angle to use it at, the best amount of product. My biggest advice for anyone that is struggling with nail art, get yourself a good set of brushes and, you know, practice using those because that is definitely going to give you an edge on your nail art. So this is what the nails were looking like with the physical flowers on them. I say that because for the ring finger, I am going to do something different. I was going for like a spring vibe, and then I kind of got like a little notion of Easter in my head, but you'll see what I mean by that in a minute. So before I started on the ring finger, I was curious as to what the reflective glitter was going to look like under the matte top coat, because I kind of had an idea in mind that I would matte out the flowers and then put reflective gel back on top of it. But as you'll see in a moment, the reflective glitter actually looked really pretty, still matted. Like it definitely still had like a shimmer to it under the matte top coat, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. So I did end up matting the nails with the flowers on them. And as you can see here, when I like zoomed in, you can definitely still see the reflective glitter under the matte top coat. So it's super, super pretty. Here I had not matted the rest of the flowers yet, so you did get a good side-by-side view. And for the ring finger, I decided to just do some swervy accent lines. I just didn't want to have all 5 nails with flowers. So I'm pretty much just going to take each of the colors and do a couple lines of each on the ring finger. And I did keep this portion, even though it is kind of repetitive, even though if it's different colors in real time, because I wanted you to see like how slow I am with creating my lines. Lines are not very easy for me. They never really have been in any like facet of art that I have been interested in. So for me to be able to even do these lines as beautifully as I have been lately is definitely a huge accomplishment for me, even though I am still quite slow at it. So I did end up matting all of the nails, including this nail with the blue and pink lines. And now I'm going to go in on all of the nails, and I'm going to use the reflective glitter as like an accent, because matte or not, I still needed some kind of like sparkly bling, and I didn't really feel like any bling that I had would go with this nail set. So I figured I would just use the reflective gel to go ahead and do my accents that way. So for the rest of the fingers, I did speed it up. Just because I didn't want this video to be too long, and like I said, I am very slow when doing my line work. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this part play out. I just followed the lines that I already had of the colors on my ring finger, and then for the rest of the fingers, I just added accents around and in between the flowers. And at this point, I was like absolutely loving how it was coming out. I really liked the reflective glitter against the matte background. I really liked, at first I was a little, I don't know, concerned about how the flowers looked, but I think that they actually came out pretty well, all things considered. You know, this is my first time doing like full flowers with the Petal Brush. Obviously still have lots to learn, but we're definitely getting there. And yeah, so like I said, I'm just gonna let the rest of this play out, but I did just wanna toot my own horn a little bit just because I'm so happy with like the progression of my nail art. Like, I think it's okay sometimes to toot your own horn. Like, sometimes we can be our own worst critics, so it's also very important to know when to give yourself a pat on the back too, because we also should be our own like best cheerleader. And this is what the finished nail look came out as. Y'all, these are so stinking pretty. And I do have to say that the matte top coat is the bomb.com. I'm doing this voiceover like an entire week later, and I do not have any nicks, any scratches. The finish has not become dull. Like, their matte top coat is the truth. So thank you so much to Madam Glam. And as always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I really hope that you'll join me for future videos.